Hello and welcome, fellow sovereigns. Now, a friend of mine from Perth, Ed, we had a discussion, and out of one of the things he said was, "Put no man above your own wisdom." And for some reason, that phrase is just stuck in my brain. That was several days ago, and so thank you, Ed. Ed and I have had some disagreements along the way, which is what friends should do, and we're still friends. So I think it's a lovely example of what friendship's about. We can be on different sides of the track sometimes, and sometimes we're on the same track, but we're still friends. So this put no man above your own wisdom. This is probably, I don't know, I haven't been here for 4,000 years, but it feels like the most important time in the last 4,000 years, given what I know about history, for us to go back to our own wisdom. Now, I heard last night in a discussion that this is our first brain up here. Our second one is here in our heart. And our third brain is in our gut. And apparently science don't like that word science or scientists after what's happened in the last 4 or 5 years. I don't trust the word science anymore, and I don't know why anybody else would. However, I'm going to use the word here because I was told last night that science has discovered that the gut has an amazing intelligence. I'm not sure how that's expressed or how it works, but the gut is actually shown to be just as powerful a thinking mechanism as the brain, or a decision-making mechanism as the brain, and as the heart. And the heart, again, they're equally intelligent, equally discerning, equally healthy guides for us all. And this is probably the best time, the most important time for us to start listening inside. We have been told so many lies out there. I saw a video the other day that showed exactly where the moon landings were photographed. There was a place in Greenland. There's a massive area. And there were the cameras, and there were the machines and everything still there, and the people were there manning it. So we never left we never got to the moon. And most of us know that. And even the guy Armstrong admitted he never went to the moon. We all knew that. And despite all these so-called experts out there telling us, we knew it wasn't right. We never went to the moon. Nobody landed on the moon. It's actually not possible. And when we listen to our own wisdom, our own gut feeling, our own heartfelt truth, that is always true. Well, it's always true when we're in peace. And as I said last week, there is a constant, deliberate undertaking, let's say, on the part of the media, with the news and the weather and everything else, to keep us in anxiety. We're always going to have the worst summer, the worst winter, the worst this, the worst da-da-da, and there's more, I don't know, cyclones, there's more earthquakes, da-da-da-da, than ever before. That's not true. There are no more than ever before. The weather is no worse. It's just weather. However, they are using this constant future predictions to keep us in anxiety. And what's the point? When we're in anxiety, we don't have the ability to think for ourselves. We lose that discernment. We lose the connection with self. When we're in worry and peace and fear, and not peace, whoops. When we're in worry and fear and dread, and when we're anxious, we lose the ability to think for ourselves and to reason for ourselves. And so there's several techniques to deal with that. One is to Turn the switch off the TV and the radio. Don't buy your paper. Don't check stuff out on social media, on the computer, and the internet. Don't gossip. When you hear gossip, walk away. And walk away and listen to your own gossip. Does that feel right? Does that ring true? And more importantly, does it matter to me? Does it matter in this moment? What some silly ass is doing on the other side of the planet. Does it matter in this moment? There are so many deliberate and accidental diversions that are being created so that we don't think about what's really in front of us. So whenever there's a drama of some sort out there, step aside, because the drama may well be a deliberate ploy to get us worrying about this thing while something else is going on. And I remember many years ago when I sort of got into the New Age thing, I was in a New Age bookshop, just learning, just kind of bathing myself in the presence of thinking, oh, what's this all about? And looking at all the books and stuff. And this person came in and said to the person who owned the shop, look, I'm just really new to all this New Age stuff and I'd like to do some reading. What do you recommend? And in that second, somebody else in the shop, another customer, rushed over and said, what you need to do is get this book here and you need to get that book there and that book there. Now, those are the first 3 books you need to read and take those. And I just cringed. I should have spoken up. I didn't. I was gutless. I should have spoken up and said, stop. The New Age movement is about self-responsibility. It's about discernment. It's about listening to ourselves, and it's about not listening to the rubbish that's out there. Give this person who's asking the respect that they already have the wisdom, that they already know what they need to read, even though from a conscious perspective they didn't. They thought they didn't know. I should have spoken up and said, just stop, young lady, just stop and just, I don't know, close your eyes, be at peace for a moment and feel yourself being drawn to the book that you need, or the books that you need. I didn't. I wish I had. It stuck with me that I didn't speak up. But we do that all the time. We tell each other what we need to do. And it kind of sounds like I'm telling you what to do. What I'm telling you to do is don't listen to me. Listen to your own heart. Listen to your gut. And your body has the intelligence to know what's right for you. So whether it's choosing a meal, or whether it's deciding what career or a relationship, or starting a business, or where to live, or going and getting groceries, the big and the small decisions, each time you can go back to one of those 3 intelligences, let's say. Intelligence receptors? No, I don't know. Antennas. And they're probably all connected. They're probably all one. So whatever one you're going to, they'll all tell you the same thing. So let no man... Oh, what was it? Let no man... No. Put no man above your own wisdom. So when someone's trying to tell you something and it doesn't seem right, there's an icky feeling about it. There's a... Just... It doesn't fit. Carry on listening. Let them, waft on. Yes, that's fine. Keep playing with your truth. And then when you are able to, step back into peace. Step back into peace. Just listen. And be with the intelligence that you were born with, that no one can take away. And that is the problem for those who are trying to divert us from our own truth. They cannot take away our own innate intelligence. But what they can do is close down your access to it by putting you into anxiety, by putting you into fear, by putting you into worry and what's going to happen next and this year and this week and whatever. Let them play their games. Be aware of their games and play your own game of stepping aside from that. In this moment, there is only truth. There is only peace. And you know exactly what it is that you need to do in this moment. You know what is truthful. You know what is right. And what is right for you may not be right for someone else. We've all got different histories, different futures, different environments. When we stop and go into the silence, into the void, and whether we're choosing this mind, the heart mind, the gut mind, access those in a way that nobody else can do. And with that, I wish you peace and discernment, and I bless you and all who sail in her.